and welcome to Japanese craft beer reviews. Today we'll look at a beer which can't be considered a craft beer, but which is quite popular in certain areas of Japan, and that beer is this one. It's called Orion The Draft, and this is a pale lager, or an international lager, and it's made by Orion Brewing in Okinawa, Japan, the farthest south province of Japan, which is a series of islands way out on the way to Taiwan. And this beer is actually probably a rebranding of an earlier beer called Orion Premium Draft that they used to make. You don't see that one anymore. And so it is a pale lager, and it has malt, of course, hops, unmalted barley, rice, corn, and starch. And those last three are adjuncts, the rice, corn, and starch adjuncts, which are commonly put into Japanese lagers, and it makes them a pale lager style rather than a full lager or any other lager style, because it has the adjuncts in it. It's not an all malt beer. 5% alcohol, and so Orion used to be the fifth largest brewery in Japan, and technically it still could be that, but it is controlled by Asahi Brewing, which is now the second largest brewer in Japan. Kirin has overtaken them. For years, Asahi was the largest, and they have purchased Orion and they run them, and so Orion is no longer independent. So I have had this before. It's been about 10 years or so, and I'll talk about that in a minute. On Rate Beer, there are 385 ratings, and the average is 2.43 out of 5, 6th percentile for all beers on Rate Beer, and 38th percentile for its style, which is pale lager. Not terribly impressive numbers. Untapped, there are 20,434 ratings, and the average is 3.81, quite a bit higher, almost a full point higher than the Rate Beer rating. So I haven't had this in a long time. I haven't wanted to, but I thought I might as well review it since it's out there. And it is a fairly popular Japanese beer. Like all Japanese lagers, it is beautiful, crisp and clear, and nice gentle carbonation rising. Very pale straw color with a very fluffy head of white foam. Say what you want about these pale lagers from Japan, they are all really pretty. Yeah. Okay. All right. We get a nose of kind of dull, overripe fruitiness. Something like maybe peach skins or apple rinds, something like that. Not terribly appetizing. Flavor is very similar, very light maltiness, mild bitterness, almost unnoticeable. Yeah, very light fruitiness, maybe a touch of citrus in there, but that's about it. This is a beer that I guess we could say is one-dimensional. It starts out with the light fruitiness and citrus, and really doesn't really go anywhere from there. Certainly not terribly unpleasant, but not anything to write home about. And it would be good on a hot summer day, I suppose. And I imagine on the islands of Okinawa, it must be quite a refreshing drink during the hot time there. But so give this a go if you happen to see it. It's called Orion The Draft, pale lager from Orion, which is now controlled by Asahi, 5% pale lager. That's it for today. We're almost at 900 ratings here, and next one I promise will be a special beer. Take care. Bye-bye.